Shang Yaoting isn't just a CEO. He's the ruthless, untouchable king of Hiking's elite. A man whose cold gaze can freeze a room. Rumor has it his tastes are strictly exclusive, he only entertains beautiful men, and his private mansion is an absolute fortress. Every month, a hand-picked lineup of gorgeous guys is offered to him like tribute. But for a cool 1 million payout, Tang Mian is about to crash the ultimate boys club. Her crazy, suicidal mission? Disguise herself as a male gift, infiltrate his highly guarded selection, and snap a secret photo using a hidden camera pen. Chopping off her long hair and painfully binding her chest, she transforms herself into a delicate, pretty boy, taking a deep breath before walking straight into the lion's den. Standing in the dimly lit room, blindfolded and lined up next to towering muscular men, her heart hammers against her ribs. She assumes her small, fragile frame will get her kicked out instantly. But the heavy click of the tyrant's leather shoes walks right past the muscle and stops. Dead in front of her dot, the air crackles with pure, suffocating danger as he suddenly grabs her, pinning her against a cold glass cabinet. His sharp, calculating eyes instantly spot the metallic gleam of the spy pen in her pocket. But that's not the worst part. His large, warm hand slowly trails up her neck, his thumb tracing her smooth throat. Instantly realizing there's no Adam's apple, the jig is up. "You're not a man," he whispers, his voice a low, dangerous rumble as his gaze turns dark and intensely predatory. But instead of destroying her on the spot, he issues a heart-stopping challenge. "Let's find out if I actually prefer men or women." In one swift, breathless move, he rips open her crisp white shirt, completely exposing her desperate disguise, covering her blindfolded eyes with his hand to heighten the intoxicating, sensory thrill. He claims her lips in a scorching, fiercely possessive kiss. She came to steal a secret photo, but the ruthless CEO just claimed her as his ultimate, unexpected prize. Waking up in a rumpled hotel bed, the crushing weight of failure hits her before she even fully opens her eyes, her gaze locking onto a hand-drawn sketch of her target. A cold, calculating man with glasses who is supposed to be an easy mark. Her handler, sitting beside her on a sun-dappled park bench, doesn't hold back, bluntly reminding her that her high-stakes seduction mission was a total bust, even mocking the 2 million she was paid for her services. But when she turns her head, the real, scandalous story is written all over her skin. A constellation of angry red love bites paints her neck. A possessive, undeniable signature left by the very man she was supposed to be playing. Her mind violently flashes back to the intoxicating danger of the night before, where the target hadn't just fallen for her trap, but had completely flipped the script, pinning her down, blindfolding her with a towel, and whispering dark promises as he branded her skin just to ensure she couldn't easily walk away. Furious at being treated like a disposable pawn by a man used to absolute control, she snaps back to reality, her eyes flashing with defiance. She isn't just some cheap honey trap. She's a desperate sister drowning in mounting medical bills for the sweet little girl smiling on her phone's lock screen, and she needs serious cash right now. Sensing her raw desperation, a handler casually slides a sleek bank card across the bench, and the stakes instantly skyrocket as he lays out a twisted new plot. The original target is trapped in an arranged marriage with a disabled, outcast heir, and her new mission is to ruthlessly seduce this crippled young master, to blow the entire engagement to pieces. For a cool 5 million, she doesn't even blink, snatching the card and going all in. Fast forward to a glitzy, neon-lit poolside gala, where she arrives looking like an absolute weapon in a sleek black corset gown and crimson opera gloves, ready to conquer her new mark. But the scene unfolding before her is pure, sickening cruelty. A group of arrogant, drunken elites is mercilessly bullying a fragile man in a wheelchair, violently shoving him out of his seat and onto the hard wooden deck like trash. As she coolly sips her champagne, watching the chaotic humiliation play out, the fallen man slowly lifts his head from the ground, and the plot twists so hard it gives you whiplash. the helpless, disabled heir crawling at her feet. It's none other than the very man who gave her the mission in the first place. The game is completely rigged. The players are all wearing masks, and our stunning femme fatale just walked straight into a masterfully orchestrated trap. Look at him. Yin Fei-in, once a rising star, now reduced to a pathetic plaything for his cruel half-brother, Yin Zheng. Pushed to the ground, drenched in humiliation by the pool, he's the tragic victim of a deeply twisted family legacy. His own mother, a ruthless matriarch who devoured her first husband's fortune before stealing another, watches her sons tear each other apart with sick pride. When Fei-in showed a little too much promise, Zheng didn't just beat him, he literally shattered his legs, tossing him into a sanatorium like broken garbage, while their mother simply looked the other way. Now, he's nothing but a joke to the high society elites laughing at his misery. But they have no idea who is watching from the shadows. Enter our mysterious heroine, a hired gun brought in by a desperate family trying to escape a forced marriage into this toxic bloodline. She's heard enough of the tragic backstory, and seen enough of the sickening abuse. As long as the job gets done, a little brute force is fine, right? She smirks, downing her champagne. Slipping on a silver masquerade mask, she transforms from a silent observer into an avenging angel. Just as the bullies mockingly dump the helpless Fei-in into a wheelchair, she makes her move. With one swift, unapologetic kick, she sends the arrogant Yin Zheng crashing into the freezing pool. The cruel laughter stops instantly, replaced by gasps of shock. Coolly throwing a warm coat over the shivering Fei-in, she takes the handles of his wheelchair and rolls him away from the chaos. She isn't just saving a broken man tonight. She's declaring all-out war on a twisted empire. Let the games begin. He begs her to leave, his voice trembling as he sits vulnerable, drenched and utterly defeated in his wheelchair. Go, before they find you, he warns, his eyes filled with a desperate, heartbreaking mix of fear and longing. He thinks he's protecting her, playing the tragic, broken hero. But this isn't a woman who runs from danger, she is the danger. Casually dropping her silver masquerade mask, she steps out of the shadows with absolute terrifying confidence. Draped in an elegant black gown and striking crimson gloves, she completely ignores his frantic pleas. With a predatory, hypnotic grace, she closes the distance between them. Her red-gloved hand wraps around his neck not to hurt him, but to fiercely claim him, forcing him to look at the woman he's trying so hard to push away. She leans in close, her lips brushing his ear as she whispers a dark, intoxicating promise that makes his breath hitch and his resolve crumble. He's a ruined man trying to save her, but she's a queen who has come to collect her prize. In a jaw-dropping, insanely bold move, she doesn't just comfort him, she suddenly straddles him right there in the wheelchair, trapping him in her inescapable orbit. Gently wiping away the cold water and tears from his pale face, she shatters his very last line of defense. The unbearable, heavy tension finally snaps. What starts as a hesitant, agonizing surrender erupts into a desperate, fiery kiss that consumes them both. He thought he was the one pulling the strings to keep her safe. But she just proved, once and for all, that she is the only one in control of their dangerously twisted fate. Straddling a bewildered billionaire in a dimly lit hotel room, her mission was simple: stage a scandalous affair to ruin his reputation. With a quick text confirming her accomplices would burst through the door in exactly 10 minutes, she dives in for a fake, fiery kiss to set the trap. But there's a massive glitch in her master plan. 3 grueling hours later, she wakes up completely exhausted, realizing her backup never showed. The billionaire, now wide awake and looking entirely too smitten, teasingly asks if it's her first time. Just as she gets a delayed text saying the ambush is finally 10 minutes away, he pulls her right back under the covers for round 2. She planned a quick photo op, not a marathon. When the door finally flies open, it's pure chaos. His furious fiancé and terrifying mother storm in, catching them red-handed on the very night of his engagement party. The fiancé screams that the wedding is off, while the ruthless matriarch grabs our exhausted heroine, ordering her guards to throw the tramp out. But just as her sabotage seems complete, the billionaire drops a nuclear bomb, shielding the girl who just ruined his life. He stares his mother down and declares, "Don't touch her." I'm going to marry her. She came to destroy his engagement, but she just accidentally became his bride. Kneeling on the floor in absolute desperation, the frail, discarded heir is pushed to his breaking point. Tears streaming down his face, he begs his ruthless stepmother for just one thing: to marry the mysterious girl standing quietly in the room. But the matriarch just sneers, mocking him as a useless cripple who has no right to demand a bride of unknown origins. Driven by pure devotion, he makes the ultimate sacrifice. He promises to rot in a sanatorium forever, abandoning all claims to the family fortune, if they just let her live in peace. But the nightmare is only just beginning. The door swings open and his smug, sinister older brother steps in with a sickening ultimatum. If the young heir wants to keep his bride, they must both return to the toxic family estate. With a predatory smirk, the brother promises that he and their mother will take very good care of his beautiful new sister-in-law. The frail heir is terrified, but the mysterious girl in pink just watches in calculating silence. Little do these arrogant villains know, she isn't some helpless pawn. She's the ultimate trap they just walked right into. Talk about the ultimate plot twist. Originally hired by his enemies to ruin this disabled heir's reputation by spending a scandalous night with him, she's fully prepared to take her paycheck and run. But this brooding, mysterious man isn't going down without a fight. Looking her dead in the eye with quiet desperation, he completely flips the script. He offers her a cool 10 million to marry him instead, begging her to help him escape the clutches of his incredibly toxic family. She agrees, but make no mistake, she's playing by her own rules now. Fast forward to their grand entrance at the family's jaw-dropping, ultra-modern mega mansion. She's pushing her new husband in his wheelchair, looking absolutely stunning and ready to play the fiercely devoted wife. But the welcome party is anything but warm. His arrogant, smirking brother steps up, dripping with fake politeness, and immediately drops a massive, disrespectful bombshell in front of everyone. He casually banishes the disabled heir to a guest room on the first floor. But the real kicker, he insists that the beautiful new bride will be staying upstairs, right next door to his own bedroom. The sheer audacity of this guy is off the charts. He's not even trying to hide his predatory intentions. You can literally see the quiet, deadly, burning rage in the husband's eyes as he stares his brother down. This isn't just a convenient fake marriage anymore. It has just escalated into a full-blown war for power, survival, and revenge. The battle lines have officially been drawn, and this toxic family has no idea who they're messing with. Welcome to the ultimate billionaire family showdown, where blood is definitely not thicker than water. Meet the seemingly helpless younger brother, confined to a wheelchair, while his arrogant older brother openly plots to steal the family empire right in front of their mother. But the real prize in this twisted game, the younger brother's beautiful new fiancé. When the mother orders the couple to sleep in separate rooms, the older brother doesn't even hide his wicked smirk, cruelly taunting that the bride might just crawl into his bed instead. While the younger brother silently grips his wheelchair in hidden, simmering rage, the older brother corners the fiancé, boldly declaring he will strip his brother of absolutely everything, including her. Fast forward to midnight, and this toxic rivalry takes a sinister turn. Sitting at the bar, the older brother slips a mysterious pill into a glass of warm milk, ordering the maid to ensure the young bride drinks every last drop. Watching from the shadows like a predator, he smiles as he sees her silhouette draining the spiked glass on the balcony above, muttering that a woman who ends up in his bed is no saint anyway. He begins his dark, creeping ascent to her bedroom. The trap is set, the footsteps are approaching, and this family's darkest scandal is about to explode. Stepping into what she thought was a fairy tale romance with a wealthy heir, she suddenly finds herself trapped in a suffocating nightmare of depravity. The illusion shatters the moment she peers through a cracked door and witnesses her fiancé's older brother, a smirking, arrogant predator caught mid-assault on a terrified, sobbing maid. Instead of showing an ounce of shame when caught by his own mother, he casually buttons his black shirt and brushes the horrific act off as a sick loyalty test. His eyes gleam with a predatory hunger that makes her blood run cold. Sickened to her stomach, she rushes to her gentle, wheelchair-bound fiancé. Trembling, she clings to his hand, desperately begging him to take her away from this toxic madhouse. But her hopes for a rescue are brutally crushed when the family matriarch steps in, revealing the true, rotten core of this dynasty. With a vicious, icy grip on her chin, the mother-in-law from hell forces her to look into her cold eyes and delivers a sickening ultimatum. In this twisted household, the older brother is the undisputed master, and his word is absolute law. To survive here, she must submit to his every whim without question. And then comes the most stomach-turning twist of all. The matriarch coldly declares that if the older brother ever decides he wants to touch her, she shouldn't dare fight back. She should consider it an absolute honor. As her fiancé sits there, paralyzed by his own helplessness and holding back tears, the horrifying reality sets in. She hasn't just agreed to a marriage. She has walked straight into a gilded cage, signing her soul over to the devil. The trap is set, the doors are locked, and the ultimate game of survival has just begun. Trapped in a suffocating nightmare of wealth and depravity, she realizes her fairy tale romance is actually a one-way ticket to hell. The family matriarch, dripping with venomous condescension, delivers a sickening ultimatum. To survive in this twisted dynasty, she must submit to the predatory whims of her fiancé's older brother. And the most stomach-turning part, she's told to consider his vile advances an absolute honor. As the smirking older brother orders his goons to drag her away to his room, her gentle, wheelchair-bound fiancé sits there, seemingly paralyzed by his own helplessness. The goons grab her, and despair sets in. It looks like the end. But just as the older brother revels in his sick victory, the ultimate plot twist drops. The helpless younger brother snaps. In a flash of pure, unadulterated rage, he lunges, a deadly blade suddenly pressed hard against his tormentor's throat. The arrogant predator shrieks in terror as the tables are violently turned. "Let her go," he roars, his eyes burning with a murderous fire. The arrogant matriarch scoffs, daring him to strike, refusing to believe he'd actually kill his own flesh and blood. But as the blade digs deeper, drawing a gasp of agony, one thing is crystal clear. This quiet fiancé is done playing the victim, and he's ready to burn this whole toxic empire to the ground to save her.